A NordVPN review really boils down to one hard question. Is this the best product to keep you secure and private online? To determine this, I will analyze NordVPN in all areas, paying close attention to what this VPN does to protect users and any other benefits that help earn it its title of supposed best VPN. First and foremost, is NordVPN safe? To determine this, our research team investigated 42 VPNs focusing on technical specs like encryption types, tunneling protocols, and additional security benefits. Alongside these specs, privacy elements are important too, like what information they log and if a third party can confirm their claims. All things considered, NordVPN is ranked the most secure VPN of 2024 overall. This is measuring them against other popular choices like ExpressVPN, ProtonVPN, and Surfshark. But let's dig a bit deeper in this NordVPN security review, shall we? The most notable point is NordVPN's no logs policy. This is their promise to not collect your online activity. What's special here is that it's been audited independently 4 times, making it one of the most audited policies on the market and guaranteeing your history isn't logged as you browse the web. Couple this with their RAM-only servers, which can't physically retain data by design, and NordVPN is truly anonymous. Its jurisdiction is ideal too. Being that they're located in Panama, they aren't governed by any strict data collecting laws or data sharing alliances, unlike some other VPNs. Uniquely, there are 2 types of kill switches. One disables internet access in the case of a connection drop on your network. The other is to quickly quit apps when there's no connection to a VPN server. Essentially, both guarantee no data is leaked when you're browsing or doing more sensitive activities like online banking apps or uTorrent. This goes above and beyond the general one kill switch other providers offer. Now, encryption is another element that it's important to compare. When it comes to NordVPN, they use 2 different types. One is pretty standard for the market, and the other is more modern and fast. Either way, both are virtually unhackable and guarantee a secure connection. As proof, NordVPN has only ever had one known hacking attempt back in 2019, and no user data was ever compromised. So, can you trust NordVPN? All things considered, you are guaranteed privacy from your ISP and online snoopers while connected to a NordVPN server. Okay, if you're looking for a truly secure and private VPN, I've added exclusive NordVPN discounts for YouTube viewers in the description and a QR code on the screen now. A lot of work went into making this full NordVPN review, so if you do end up investing, be sure to use my link to keep the reviews coming. Now let's talk about ease of use. Can NordVPN help me and you perform all daily tasks? To keep it short, yes. Getting started, the download and installation is as easy as any other standard app. You can start using NordVPN pretty much straight away because a lot of vital features are enabled automatically or don't need any adjusting to be used. It can be downloaded on most common operating systems and used across 10 different devices with one subscription. This VPN tends to have a clean and easy to understand interface. Finding features is painless, and connecting to a server is as simple as finding it on a map or searching manually. All of the essential features won't be hard for any beginner to find, but NordVPN does have advanced features and customizations that experienced users can navigate to. I have tutorials on my channel if you want to hear more about using those, but for now, let me talk about the benefits of these extra features so you know what you might actually need. Dark web monitoring is a fairly straightforward feature. If the name hasn't given it away yet, this tool scans dark web databases for any leaked info related to your email address. If found, it is an indication that you might have been involved in some kind of breach. Then there's Double VPN, which adds an additional layer of security by connecting you through 2 instead of the standard 1 servers. How does this benefit you? Well, it hides the fact that you're even using a VPN and is ideal to avoid censorship or to get around harsh VPN blocks. NordVPN has some other tricks up its sleeve when it comes to bypassing censorship, like their obfuscated servers or onion over VPN servers, though I understand not everyone would use these. But something all users can benefit from is the guarantee that search engines and web pages aren't tracking you as you browse. With NordVPN, there's a feature called threat protection. While it is a shame it only comes with the higher tiered plans, it is worthwhile because it adds an additional layer of security by blocking ads, trackers, and malicious web pages. It can even catch malware as you're downloading it. great for anyone who doesn't want to invest in an additional antivirus tool. I won't say it can do as much as a dedicated software can. Finally, dedicated IP is useful for those wanting a super secure connection with their very own IP. This is good for secure banking or sensitive activities, as well as making sure you aren't blacklisted from websites and helping you avoid CAPTCHAs. Keep in mind it does cost more money and the locations are very limited. Now, I've only touched on a few of the extra features offered, and as you can see, the list is not exhaustive and they tend to add new additions pretty frequently. NordVPN has something for everyone. Beginners can happily safeguard their connection, and experts can do anything from getting around harsh bans to having LAN parties with NordVPN's MeshNet feature. However, something that is universally a must-have for all users is quick speeds with flawless performance. So, how does NordVPN compare to other VPNs in 2024? Cutting to the chase, pun intended, NordVPN is very fast. Come to think of it, it is the fastest VPN on the market right now, with the help of their modern protocol, NordLynx. In order to so confidently reach this conclusion, our research team tested NordVPN across different continents on Windows 11 and using the fastest protocol. This yielded minimal original speed reduction, particularly when connecting to closer servers, but more distant locations didn't have a significant reduction either. In essence, NordVPN is superb for most activities, and a lot of the time, it doesn't feel like I'm even using a VPN. Just keep in mind, your results may vary depending on many factors. A couple of troubleshooting steps are simply choosing a closer server, choosing a different server altogether, and even changing your protocol settings. I also suggest sticking with their NordLynx as your main protocol if you want the best speeds, because the other two sometimes have mixed results. What about accessing various streaming libraries from different locations? While NordVPN was never shy about their ability to unblock streaming services, now that they've added more locations to their army, they're even more versatile. In my experience, streaming works with minimal troubleshooting, and accessing pretty much all main streaming libraries is possible. In fact, my streaming app loaded shows in the same amount of time with the VPN connection as it did without. As you can see, there's no buffering, and overall I could access my favorite shows and even sports events with servers covering Europe, the US, and East Asia. Despite my seamless experience, some people do face issues, so clearing your cookies and changing servers is the first step if you're having problems. Otherwise, you can contact NordVPN's customer support and they will be able to tell you which server is best for what service you want to access. Another area that relies on good performance is P2P, or in other words, torrenting. Unlike Surfshark, NordVPN doesn't let you torrent on all servers, but there's still a fair amount, covering around 50 countries. I found it easy to connect to a suitable server straight from the main dashboard. Are there any torrenting specific features? A couple, like their SOC 5 proxy, which increases torrenting speeds but is less safe than a general VPN connection. The app-based kill switch is also useful if you want to make sure P2P traffic isn't going directly through your ISP. What about saving money while shopping online? This is often advertised by VPNs, and in all honesty, it doesn't seem like the best way to save money on physical items. But that doesn't mean it can't save you money on other things, like flights and hotel bookings. You see, when you switch locations, you can influence the price because a lot of airlines and travel companies use dynamic pricing. Watching exchange rates and then buying tickets using a server within that country can help you find cheaper flights. Additionally, trying servers in various countries with differently performing economies, or even an entirely new IP that hasn't tracked your online activities, can change the price too. Speaking of price, overall, is NordVPN worth the cost? It is no secret that NordVPN is not the cheapest on the market. But that isn't to say it's expensive by any stretch of the imagination. Considering it yields the fastest results and the security and privacy are exceptional, the price isn't steep. They could be more generous with their simultaneous connections to match providers like Surfshark, but NordVPN constantly introduces new features and has a lot more servers than cheaper alternatives. There's even a 30-day money-back guarantee. Just keep in mind, this has to be claimed back through their customer support. Just remember, if you do decide to get a NordVPN subscription, you can use my links in the description to save some money. If you haven't decided, check the channel for more honest reviews. NordVPN is undeniably one of the best VPN options you can buy right now. Sure, it might not be the cheapest, but its speeds are unmatched. With its server increase, you have access to a lot more content, and I can't criticize their security and privacy practices. Besides, NordVPN is suitable for pretty much any user, something not all VPNs can boast. But what do you think? let me know your experience in the comments. Thanks for watching this NordVPN review. Bye.